Dear brothers and sisters, my name is Orest. I am a leader of Ukrainian Greek Catholic Charismatic Community Blessing, a vice president of European Network of Communities for the Further East, and a chairman of the Ukrainian National Network of Communities, which involves about 50 communities from the whole Ukraine. I think you have already seen footage and pictures of horrific atrocities committed by the Russian army in the occupied cities, Bucha, Irpin, Hostomel, etc. Russian soldiers shot civilians, raped mothers in front of their children, and killed the families, even with babies. Putin's beasts continue to carry out such terroristic acts in many captured cities and villages, including Mariupol, where 20,000 people were killed or starved to death. Humanitarian corridors are constantly under the fire, and cities, villages are repeatedly bombarded by Russian army. This is the genocide of the Ukrainian people. So, dear friends, dear brothers and sisters, I have 5 prayer requests to you. Pray for the victims of the terrible atrocities of the Russian army, for their relatives and friends. Pray for the courage of the leaders of states to provide the necessary military assistance to Ukraine, strengthen sanctions, and impose an embargo on Russian oil and gas. This would force Putin to stop, because he understands only the language of power. Pray for the Christians around the world to have the courage to call a spade, not be silent about sins and atrocities committed in Ukraine by Russians, fight against Russian propaganda, and not be too politically correct, thus crucifying Christ in innocent victims. Pray for humanitarian aid for 10 million Ukrainians who became refugees and for those who stayed in the occupied territories and who are suffering a lot now. Pray for the Russian people, almost 80% of whom support Putin's policies due to the propaganda. Pray that the Holy Spirit opens their eyes to the truth and to the atrocities committed by their army on Ukrainian land.